Alrighty, what's up all y'all spirits out there? Today is day 29 of our 60-day discipline challenge. And for today, we'll be doing a full body flow. So if you guys are ready for that, go ahead and meet me on the mat. Alrighty. So we're just gonna start in a standing position just like so. And we're actually going to start off with a little bit of breath work. We're actually going to be doing the breath of life. So we're gonna do a couple of rounds of that before we actually get into our routine. So I'm gonna give you guys an example and then you guys can follow along. So basically for the breath of life, basically just gonna be taking a deep breath in, another deep breath in, another deep breath in as your arms go up. And as you exhale, you're going to fold forward. And then you just repeat, deep breath in, T-pose, deep breath in, arms go up, exhale and fold forward. All right, so that is the breath of life. And we're gonna do that about, I'm gonna say like 4 times. We're gonna do that 4 times and then we're going to continue on with our routine. So when you guys are ready, let's go ahead and do that. So deep breath in, deep breath in, deep breath in, exhale and fold. 3 more times, deep breath in, inhale here, exhale, fold. 2 more times, deep breath, inhale, arm goes up, exhale and fold. Last time here, deep breath, inhale, arms goes up, exhale and fold. All right, go ahead and stay in your fold here. You're gonna take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. With your next inhale, you're going to slowly raise into a standing position, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out as we set our arms by our side. All right, so I hope you guys are feeling warmed up and ready for our yoga flow. After we did our couple breaths of life, I'm definitely feeling more energized now and I am ready to continue. So next things next, I want you guys to actually separate your legs just a little bit wider than hip distance. Not too wide, they don't have to be all the way over here, but we definitely don't want our feet standing next to each other like so. So we want to be just a bit wider than hip distance. Right here is like the perfect distance for us right now. And we're gonna take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. With our next inhale, we're going to raise our arms above our head, taking another deep breath in, lengthening through the spine here. Imagine the crown of your head stretching towards the sky as you try to reach up high as you take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, we're going to actually clasp our hands together and we're going to lean towards the left. So our hands are going out towards the left, but our hip is actually going out towards the right. And we're gonna take a deep breath here and a deep breath out as we get a nice deep stretch down the right side of our body. We're gonna take 2 more breaths here. So go ahead, take a deep breath with me and a deep breath out. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and shift your arms towards the right as you push your hips out towards the left, getting a deep stretch down the left side of your body. We're gonna take 3 breaths here. So go ahead and take a deep breath with me and a deep breath out. And guys, after I take these last 2 breaths, I will read the comments, but we're just gonna take 2 more breaths here before I read them. So go ahead, inhale through your nose and exhale out the nose or mouth. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and stand in center, stretching the arms nice and tall, lengthening through the crown of your head. Deep breath with me. Exhale, lower the arms down by your side. Okay, you guys can stay here in your wide leg standing position, your wide leg standing pose. And I'm gonna go up and read these 2 comments and then I'm gonna meet you guys back on the mat. All righty. Nathan said hi, and they also said hi again with the waving hand. Hello, what's up with you, Nathan? We are out here doing some full body yoga, so if you guys are ready for that, we're going to continue exactly where we left off. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go back on the mat, back in my wide leg standing formation. We're gonna take another deep breath here, stretching our arms nice and tall, lengthening through the spine, reaching the crown of the head towards the sky. And as you exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips as we fold forward. placing our hands on the mat here. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. With your next inhale, you can widen your stance a little bit wider now. It doesn't have to be too wide, but go ahead and widen your stance a little bit here and take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. With your next inhale, you're gonna take your hands and you're gonna walk them over towards your right ankle. Go ahead and grab a hold of your right ankle using your left hand. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, you're gonna take your right hand and you're gonna stretch it up towards the sky. You're gonna turn your chest outward towards the right as you raise your gaze towards your right fingertips. Take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, you're gonna take this right hand, you're gonna lower it down right next to the left. Take a deep breath here. Exhale as you walk your hands over towards the left ankle. Use your right hand to grab a hold of your left ankle here. Take a deep breath with me. And as you exhale, you're gonna take your left hand, you're gonna stretch it up towards the sky, turning your chest out towards the left. Go ahead and turn your gaze towards your left fingertips as you take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. 1 more breath here. Inhaling through our nose. And as we exhale, we're going to place our left hand back on the mat. With a deep breath in, we're going to walk both our hands towards the middle of the mat. Go ahead and leave them there as we take a couple breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. 1 more breath here. Inhaling through the nose. And as you exhale, go ahead and inch your feet back close to each other. They don't have to be side by side. You can actually inch them about hip distance apart. So once they're hip distance apart, take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and take your hands, place them on your hips as you sit up nice and tall. Lengthening through the spine here. Deep breath with me. And a deep breath out. Alrighty guys, we're going to prepare ourselves to actually get on our hands and knees and tabletop. So when you guys are ready, we're going to go ahead and lower ourselves down to the mat. Use your hands for support here if need be as you settle into tabletop. We're going to stack our wrists under our shoulders and we're going to stack our knees under our hips. Our knees are also going to be hip distance apart. We're going to spread our fingertips wide just like so, and we're going to press our palms against the mat as we push ourselves away from the ground here. Take your time to settle into your tabletop as you take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. With our next inhale, we're going to extend the right leg back. Go ahead and extend it back. Don't really move it from its position. You're just extending it back and you're not lifting it up quite yet. We're just going to take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and extend the left arm forward. We're just preparing ourselves to lift up both the left arm and the right leg. But go ahead and get your balance centered here before we do so. Take another deep breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and start to lift up the left arm and right leg. Stretch through your fingertips and through your toes for balance here. Pressing through the right palm as we take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Take another deep breath in. And this time as you exhale, go ahead and bring your left elbow to your right knee. Go ahead and tap the two. Take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out as you extend the left arm and extend the right leg. Inhale with me. Exhale, tap the two. Nice and slow. It's not about how fast these movements are. It's about how controlled these movements are. So take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Nice and slow. Extend the arm, extend the leg. 1 more time here. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow, knee to elbow. Hold it here, deep breath. Exhale, extend. One more breath. Keep it in extension. And as you exhale, go ahead and place your left arm down. Place your right knee down. Readjust if need be. Once you are readjusted, go ahead and take another deep breath in. As you exhale, go ahead and extend the left leg back now. Extend it back. Take another deep breath here. And as you exhale, extend the right arm forward. We're preparing ourselves to lift our right arm and our left leg. So go ahead, press your weight into your left palm and your right knee for balance here. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and lift the left leg, lift the right arm, stretch through your fingertips, stretch through your toes. Take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. One more deep breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and tap the elbow to the knee. Nice and slow. Take a deep breath here and a deep breath out as you release, lengthening through the right fingertips and the left toes. Deep breath. Exhale and tap the two. Tap your elbow, tap your knee. Inhale with me. Exhale as you slowly release, stretching through your arm, stretching through your leg here for balance. Deep breath. Deep breath out as you crunch the elbow to the knee. One more time here. Inhale. Exhale and extend. Extend the right arm, extend the left leg. Push into your left palm. Deep breath here. Deep breath out as you crunch. This is the last time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale as you extend. One more deep breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and place your right arm down. Place your left knee down. Readjust in your tabletop if need be. Take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. We are now going to prepare ourselves for some cat-cows here. So if you guys are ready for that, go ahead and stay in your tabletop. Now as we take our deep breath in, we're going to dip our bellies, slightly arch our spine as we raise our gaze. This right here is cow pose. And as we exhale, we're going to round the spine, taking our chin into our chest. This is cat pose. So let's do that a couple more times. Deep breath with me. Dipping the belly, arching the spine, raising the gaze. Cow pose. Deep breath out, rounding the spine, tucking the tailbone, tucking chin to chest. Cat pose. Let's do that a couple more times, moving with your breath. Deep breath with me. Going into our cow. And a deep breath out. Really pushing the ground away here as you round the spine, bringing chin to chest. If you need to, you can readjust if you feel like your alignment is not very aligned. I felt like I needed to readjust, and that's why I'm saying that. So I'm readjusting here. All right, I feel a lot better now, so we're going to continue. Deep breath in, dipping the belly. Deep breath out, rounding the spine. Remember guys, these movements are nice and slow. You don't want to do your cat-cows too fast because you can actually hurt yourself. You don't want to be moving your spine too fast here. You just want to move nice and slow and move with your breath. So as we take our deep breaths out, we're rounding the spine, tucking the tailbone. And as we take our deep breath in, we're dipping the belly, arching the spine, raising the gaze. 2 more times here. Deep breath out. And a deep breath in. Let's hold it here in our cow pose for 2 breaths. Inhale with me. And a deep breath out. 1 more breath here. And as we exhale, go ahead, slightly round the spine, bringing your chin into your chest. We're gonna hold it in our cat pose for 2 breaths. Inhale with me. And a deep breath out. 1 more breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to center the spine. So we're not gonna arch it or round it. We're going to center our spine as we take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out as we walk our hands out, sinking our chest down into puppy's pose. Settle your forehead or chin against the mat here as you take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, take your hands, press your fingertips into the mat as you sit up nice and tall back into your tabletop. Go ahead and bring your hands back down, stacking your wrist under your shoulders. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out as we tuck the toes, pick up our hips and shift back to downward dog. Take some time to paddle out your legs here. Go ahead and introduce some hip movements into this motion as well. Maybe gaze under your arm with each turn as you take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. I'm gonna take a couple more breaths here. Then you guys can stay in downward dog, and I'm gonna go up and read some more comments, and then I'm gonna meet you guys back in downward dog. So let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. 1 more breath here. And as we exhale, we're just going to find stillness, grounding down through our heels as we take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now you guys can stay in downward dog while I read these comments, or you can either opt out and lower down onto your knees and stay in tabletop, or maybe even stay in a seated position just like so. But either option that you guys choose, just stay there, and I'm gonna read some comments, then I'm gonna go back on the mat, and we're gonna continue where we left off. Alrighty, let's see if you got anything new. All right, I see 1 new comment. Let's see, Miriam. Miriam said hi. Hi, Miriam. Thank you for joining. Thank you for commenting. We are working up a sweat out here, but I think that's the only new comment that I see. So let's go ahead and get back on the mat. I'm gonna meet you guys back in downward dog. So let's go ahead. Let's get back on the mat. If you guys are in your kneeling position, go ahead and walk yourself out back to tabletop. For those of you guys who are in tabletop now, we're going to tuck our toes, pick up our hips, and shift back into downward dog. Alrighty, I hope that we are all in our downward dog now. I will give you guys a couple more breaths to get there and to readjust if need be. So let's take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. 1 more breath here. Let's wait for everyone to meet in downward dog. So 1 more breath here. And a deep breath out. With our next inhale, we're going to bend our knees. And as we exhale, we're going to kick our right leg up into 3-legged dog. Take a deep breath here in 3-legged. And as you exhale, go ahead and bring your knee to your chest as you take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you take that right foot, step it in between your hands just like so. Go ahead and lower your back knee down to settle into a low lunge. Optional to keep your hands on the mat here for stability and support, or if you're feeling comfortable with your next inhale, you can windmill your arms up. And as you exhale, you can bring them down to heart chakra center. Or like I said, just keep them on the mat if you need a bit of stability here. But either option that you chose, we're just going to take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. 1 more deep breath here. Deep breath out. With our next inhale, we're going to stretch our arms above the sky just like so, lengthening through the crown of our head. Inhale with me. And as you exhale, you're just going to cactus the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together as you take your deep breath out. Take another deep breath with me as we stretch the arms up, lengthening through our fingertips. And a deep breath out as we cactus the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Now, if you want to take this exercise a bit more deeper, you can take another deep breath in, stretching your fingertips nice and tall. And as you exhale, as you cactus the arms, you can actually shift your hips forward to deepen your low lunge. But like I said, this is just for those who want to amp it up a notch. This is optional. You don't have to do this. You really don't, guys. So if you opted to chosen to deepen your low lunge, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a deep breath in, stretching the arms, and pushing ourselves away from the ground with our right foot. And as we exhale, we're going to cactus the arms and shift our hips forward, deepening the low lunge. But like I said, that is optional. You guys don't have to do that. If you guys are staying right here with this exercise, you guys can stay right here, okay? You guys do not have to do the whole extending the hips and all that. You guys do not have to do all that. Okay. So we're gonna do that a couple more times though. So deep breath with me. And a deep breath out as we cactus the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And optional, maybe you're doing this, maybe you're not, but shifting your hips forward. Take another deep breath here. Stretching the arms up nice and tall, shifting the hips back. Deep breath out, cactusing the arms, shifting the weight forward. We're gonna do that one more time. Deep breath with me. Stretching up tall. And a deep breath out, cactusing the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together. One more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and set your hands on the mat if they were not already there. Place them firmly against the mat for a deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and tuck your toes, lift your back knee up so you can settle into a high lunge. Readjust if need be. Go ahead and keep your hands on the mat for stability here. And if you're feeling stable and you're feeling secure, with your next inhale, we're going to windmill those arms up. Keep them up in the air, extended like so. As you take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take another deep breath here. And as you exhale, cactus those arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Another deep breath in, extending the arms. Deep breath out, cactus here, squeezing the shoulder blades together. One more time, inhale with me. Stretching the arms above your head. And as you exhale, cactus the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Hold it for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you lower your abdomen to your upper thigh, placing your hands on the mat for support here. As you take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to take your right hand, set it inside of your right leg as you twist your back foot open. To take your left hand, stretch it up towards the sky in your side ankle. Take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Let's take two more breaths here, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. One more deep breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and set your left hand back on the mat. Set your right hand outside of your right foot. So you're framing your right foot with your left and right hand here. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and pull your knee into your chest. Drive it back to three-legged dog with a deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you set that right foot back down. Go ahead and paddle out your legs. Just going to repeat that, but on the left side now. Paddle out for one more deep breath in. And a deep breath out. With your next inhale, go ahead and bend the knees. Exhale, left leg goes up. Take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out as you pull your left knee into your chest, taking another deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you take that left foot setting it in between your hands here. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out as you lower your back knee down to settle into a low lunge. Optional to have your hands on the mat here for stability. But if you're feeling balanced, with your next inhale, you can windmill those arms up. And as you exhale, go ahead and bring them down to heart chakra center. Let's take a couple breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. Let's take one more breath here. And a deep breath out. With your next inhale, you're going to stretch your arms up towards the sky, lengthening through your fingertips. And as you exhale, you're going to cactus those arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Maybe introducing a little back bend there, maybe not. Take a deep breath in, stretching the arms above your head, lengthening through your fingers. And as you exhale, cactus those arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Let's do that a couple more times. Deep breath with me. Stretching through your fingertips. And a deep breath out, cactusing those arms. I'm now going to start introducing some hip movements in this, but like I said, this is optional. You don't have to do this. So I'm going to take another deep breath in. And as I exhale and cactus my shoulders, I'm going to shift my weight forward. I'm going to take another deep breath in, shifting my weight back, stretching my fingertips to the air. I'm going to do that a couple more times. Exhaling here, cactusing the arms, shifting my hips forward. Take another deep breath with me. Extending the fingertips to the sky. If you shifted your hips forward, go ahead and shift them back into place. Take another deep breath here. Cactusing the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together as you shift your weight forward. Take another deep breath in, extending the arms, shifting the hips back. It's going to be the last time here. Deep breath out, cactus those arms. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Take another deep breath in. Now as you exhale, go ahead and set your hands down to the mat here. Let me wipe the sweat off my eyes. So I was really blinded for a moment. Alrighty, set your hands on the mat here. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, tuck your back toe, lift your back knee. Go ahead and settle into a high lunge here. Keep your hands on the mat for stability if need be. Well, if you're feeling secure here, with your next inhale, you can windmill those up. Go ahead and keep those arms up. And as you exhale, go ahead and cactus the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Deep breath with me. Extending the arms, stretching and lengthening through your fingertips. Deep breath out, cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Deep breath in, extend the arms, lengthening through the fingertips. One more time, deep breath out, cactus those arms. And a deep breath with me, extend. Last time here, cactus those arms. Take another deep breath with me. And as you exhale, go ahead and bring your, I was going to say something else, but bring your lower abdomen to your upper thigh as you place your hands against the mat here. Go ahead and place your left hand inside of your left foot as you turn your right foot out so you can stretch your right arm towards the sky in your revolve side angle. Take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. Let's take another deep breath here and a deep breath out. One more deep breath here. And as we exhale, this time you're going to extend your bended knee, keeping your right arm in the sky. Now you're in a revolved triangle here. Taking another deep breath in. And a deep breath out as we release our left hand from the mat, coming up into a star shape. Take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out as you spin your left leg out so both your feet are actually facing away from you now. As we take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out in our star shape. One more breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to turn the right foot so our toes are facing away from us. Keep your left foot where it is. You're going to take your right hand. You're going to set it outside of the right foot. You're going to take your left hand. You're going to extend it up towards the sky. Take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. As you exhale, take your left arm and go around for a bind here. It's okay if your arm doesn't bind. It's okay if you can't touch your thigh or anything here. Just take it around for the bind. You don't have to take it too far if you can't do that. It's totally okay. I'm just gonna take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. I'm sorry, I gotta wipe this sweat off my eye. And then I'm gonna take my arm back around for a bind. Anyway, I'm gonna take one more deep breath here. Now, for this next exercise, optional to just stay here. But for those of you guys who wanna kick it up a notch, take your right hand, go under your right leg, try to grab a hold of your left hand, and go ahead and do this like little bind here. But like I said, this is optional. These are for guys who want to kick it up a notch. If this is looking like too much for you, you can always stay where you were. And we're gonna take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. I'm gonna take one more deep breath here. And as I exhale, I'm going to release my bind, placing both my hands on the mat. I'm going to frame my right foot. So I take a deep breath in. And as I exhale, I'm gonna turn my right foot out. So both my left foot and my right foot are facing the same direction now. I'm kind of in this forward fold position as I take another deep breath in. And as I exhale, I'm gonna take my left foot, I'm gonna spin it out, just like how it was before, keeping my right foot exactly where it is. I'm gonna take my left hand, I'm gonna place it on the insides of my left foot. I'm gonna take my right hand, I'm gonna stretch it up towards the sky, back in our revolved side angle here, and I'm gonna take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. I'm gonna take one more deep breath here. So I take my arm around for a bind. Like I said, it is optional. You do not have to do that if that's not what you want to do. And we're gonna take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. I'm gonna take one more deep breath here. And as I exhale, I'm gonna take my left hand, I'm gonna go under my left leg, and I'm gonna try to get a hold of my right hand, clasping my hands together around my back. So I turn my chest out and open here, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Girl, you're distracting me. Girl, you're distracting me. You're gonna make me fall. Anyway, I'm gonna take another deep breath here. And as I exhale, I'm going to release my bind, placing both my hands back down on the mat. I'm gonna take a deep breath here. And as I exhale, I'm gonna spin my left leg out so I'm back in my forward fold. But this time I'm going to stay folded, taking a deep breath in. And as I exhale, I'm just gonna fold a bit deeper. I'm actually gonna grab a hold of opposite elbows here, and I'm just gonna hang out for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And take one more breath here. And as I exhale, I'm gonna place my hands on the mat just like so. Again, I'm gonna actually inch my feet a little bit close together, still a little bit wider than hip distance, just not as wide as it was before. And I'm gonna turn my feet a little bit outward so my toes are at an angle here. And we're gonna take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to sink our hips down into a malasana. Go ahead and readjust if need be. Right here is my perfect malasana squat for me. I don't like my legs too wide or too close together. Like right here, this is my perfect distance. And if you guys need some stability here, you can obviously keep your hands on the mat. Or if you're good where you're at, you're like, hey, I got it, I'm stable, you can take your hands and you can place them in heart chakra center as you use your elbows to push your knees further apart. Just like that, just like that. And I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna read this comment real quick. You guys can stay in your malasana. I'm gonna get up and read this and I'll be right back. Whew, we working up a sweat out here, y'all. We working a sweat. All right, Kasaya, hey, long time no see. You see me working up a sweat out here. But they said, hi, hey, what's up, Kasaya? Haven't seen you in a good minute, but hey, we out here. We sweating. Like, you see me, like, I'm losing all my electrolytes right now. Like, I need to drink some water. I need to drink some water, some Powerade or Gatorade or something. But anyway, let's get back into our Malasana squats. Let me go back into my little squat. And like I said before, if you need stability, keep your hands on the mat here. But if you're stable, go ahead and place your hands together as you use your elbows to push your knees further apart here in your Malasana squats. Really deepening your stretch here, really opening up the hip flexors. As we take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're gonna take 2 more breaths here, inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and place your hands down on the mat for support. And you're going to sit your glutes all the way down against the mat. So we're sitting down all the way against the mat now. And we're gonna place our feet in front of us in this butterfly shape here. So go ahead and take your time to get there. There is no rush. We're gonna give you guys 2 breaths, 2 to 3 breaths to get into this butterfly. So let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. I'll give you guys 1 more breath. Gonna inhale through our nose. And exhale out the nose or mouth. Alrighty guys, I hope you all have enough time to get into your butterfly formation. And once you're there, we're actually just going to start taking our deep breaths in and out as we flap our legs up and down. And if y'all are wondering why I got my eyes closed right now, it's because the sweat is literally dripping down my forehead into my eyes. And I do not have my little cloth to wipe my sweat right now. And I'm not going to get up to get it. So my eyes are just closed while the sweat drips down my face. So my eyes are not burning. I'm just going to close them. So if y'all are wondering why they closed, that's why they're closed. But anyway, we're going to take our deep breaths in and our deep breath out as we continue to flap our legs up and down. Now, if you're looking for a challenge here, looking for a deeper stretch, go ahead and pull your feet as close to you as you possibly can. And that will give you a more intense stretch here. That's kind of what I like to do. Maybe because I do a lot of hip exercises. That each time I do my hip exercises, I need to up it up even more so I can feel it more. So I'm gonna take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. I'm gonna take 2 more breaths here, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. Let's take 1 more breath here. And this time as you exhale, go ahead and start to fold over your butterfly. You don't have to fold all the way down. This can make the exercise a bit more intenser. I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna feel this even more. So like I said, you don't have to fold too deeply here. If you fold it just like a little micro inch, that's totally okay too. You don't have to go all the way down like this. That's what I be doing, but you guys do not have to do that. Like I said, it can be very intense, especially if you do not practice a lot of hip opening exercises. So if your hips are really, really, really tight, I would not recommend this. I would just recommend staying like in a loose butterfly. But like if your hips are really loose and you like do a lot of splits and things like that, and you're kind of used to this already, you can go ahead and start to fold over the butterfly. And we're gonna take a couple breaths here, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. We're gonna take 2 more breaths here, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. Let's take 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, if you are in your fold, go ahead and walk your hands back close to your feet, sitting up nice and tall. Go ahead and release your butterfly now. We're gonna spin our legs around because we're actually going to get ready to lay on our backs now. So go ahead and use your hands for support. Set them on the mat and use them to ease your way down to the back. Use your elbows, use your hands for assistance to ease your way down nice and slow. Go ahead and keep your knees up in the air here and take your hands, go ahead and lay them down by your side, palms facing towards the sky here. And we're gonna take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now we're actually just going to start rocking our knees out and in here, just rocking them in and out and in as we take a couple breaths. Just slowing down our heart rate here, getting ready to do some cool downs. You know, preparing our mind, telling our mind to tell our body that it is time to slow down, it's time to cool down. The practice is coming to an end, it's coming to a close. So we're just gonna do a couple cool downs here to tell our mind, to tell our body that it's time to chill out. Okay, it's time to chill out. So let's take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out. I'm gonna take one more deep breath here. And as we exhale, we're gonna take our right leg right here. And we're gonna pull our right knee to our chest. Only the right knee though. We're gonna keep our left leg exactly where it's at. We're only pulling the right leg into our chest. We're gonna take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. We're gonna take one more breath here. And a deep breath out. Now for your next inhale, you're gonna take your right leg and you're gonna actually turn it out towards the right. So you're turning your right knee out towards the right. And you're gonna take your right ankle and you're gonna set it on top of your left thigh. So your right ankle is on top of your left thigh here. You're gonna take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're gonna take both your hands here. You're gonna wrap it around your left thigh as you pull your left leg into your chest. Getting a deep stretch down your right glute here. You're gonna feel an intense stretch here. And you're just gonna settle here for a couple breaths. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. Now if you want, you can actually rock side to side or maybe do some small circles here, or you can stay in perfect stillness. Me, I like to stay in stillness when I do this exercise. I just take my deep breaths in, and as I exhale, I maybe pull my left leg even closer to me, deepening the stretch in my right glutes. So I'm gonna take one more breath here. And as you exhale, you're gonna take your left foot and you're gonna set that left leg back down. Next, you're going to release your right ankle from your left thigh, placing your right foot back against the mat. So both your knees are up in the air now, and you're gonna take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out as we now pull your left leg into your chest. Hug your left knee into your chest here, and stay for 2 breaths. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. One more breath here. Now for your next inhale, you're gonna take your left leg and you're gonna turn it out towards the left, placing your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Take another deep breath here. And as you exhale, you're gonna take both your hands. You're gonna wrap it around your right thigh as you pull your right leg into your chest here. Taking another deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you feel an intense stretch inside the left glute here, maybe even inside the left hip flexor. You're just gonna settle for a couple breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. Let's take one more deep breath here. Inhaling through our nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. One more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and set that right foot back against the mat. Lower it down nice and slow here. Go ahead and release your left ankle from your right thigh, setting your left foot right next to the right. So both our feet are down against the mat here. Our knees are still up in the air. We're gonna take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take one more deep breath here. And as we exhale, go ahead and lower the legs flat against the mat here. Setting your arms down towards your sides, keeping your palms facing the sky here. You're just gonna relax your body into the mat. Settle here for a couple of breaths. Just releasing any tension throughout your joints and muscles here, from your toes all the way up to your head. From the crown of your head all the way down to your toes, you're just going to let yourself be relaxed here. Let yourself sink into the mat. Settle your mind, settle your body, settle your spirit for a couple of breaths here. And y'all, I'm gonna stop talking so you guys can get settled. I know some people like a couple breaths of silence and they don't want to really hear all that. So I'm gonna shut up for like a couple breaths so y'all can stay in silence. Staying in silence for 3 more breaths here. One more breath here in silence. Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoyed your moment of silence. Hope that was enough for you guys to clear your mind, clear your space, and let your body, mind, and spirit relax for a couple breaths. I hope that was enough for you guys. If it's not enough, you can always take more time. You know, AAA is no rush. You can always take more time. But in the meantime, for those of you guys who are ready to close this practice up, we're going to take another deep breath in, wiggling our toes, wiggling our fingers, just awakening our muscles and joints. We're going to do that for 1 more breath. And as we exhale, we're going to start to place our feet flat against the mat, picking up our knees here. So we walk our feet closer to our body, close enough so we can hug our legs into our chest here for another deep breath in. And a deep breath out as we start to rock from side to side here. Just getting some momentum, building up some momentum here. Take 1 more deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and fully roll over to your side. Take your hands, place them against the floor or the mats, wherever you're at. Push the ground away to sit back up into a seated position. If your eyes were closed, go ahead and open them now. Let me wipe the sweat from my face. Alrighty, guys. I hope you enjoyed this yoga flow. It was quick. It wasn't as long as they usually be. Sometimes I'd be out here for an hour. Sometimes I might be out here for 2. But I didn't want to be out here too long, so I got other stuff to do. Like, it'd be like that. It really be like that. But I hope you guys are enjoying your day, your night, your morning, your evening, whatever time it is where you are right now. I hope you are super duping or enjoying yourselves. And I will catch you guys literally tomorrow for day 30. Hey, we are halfway through our 60-day challenge. Tomorrow is literally day 30. Like, hey. We are halfway through our 60 days. We've been putting in the work, y'all. But anyway, I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna get some water, and I will catch you guys tomorrow for day 30. I have no idea what type of flow we are doing tomorrow. I really don't. We're halfway through our challenge. Hey, I might introduce something new. I might do something new that I've never done before to celebrate us being halfway through our 60 days. So who knows? Just hit post notifications so you guys can be there when we go live tomorrow. Thank you guys for commenting, for liking, for watching. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Y'all are appreciated. And I will catch y'all tomorrow. I'm finna read this last comment right here. And yeah, and then I'm leaving, y'all. Peace out. I'm leaving. For real. Anyway, though, let me read this last comment, and then I am leaving for real. All right, Hammer Lane, long time no see, Hammer Lane. They said hi with the waving hand. Hey, what's up with you guys? Hey, I hope you are here tomorrow when we go live again, because we will be going live tomorrow, y'all. What time? I don't know. What we doing? I don't know either. I just know that we're doing some yoga. What exact yoga we doing? I don't know. We're going to make it up as we go tomorrow. Tomorrow is day 30. So, hey, we halfway through our challenge. Hey. But anyway, y'all, I'm hot, I'm tired, and I need some water. So I will catch you guys later. Peace and love. Thank y'all again, and I will catch y'all.